Hey gang, this is David Littlejohn from Littlejohn Financial Services, and I've got this week's question of the week. A lot of the time people come to me and they say, hey, how much do I need to retire? Well, this is a uniquely personal question. And they say, well, so what size nest egg do you need? Well, I got to tell you, one of the reasons it's uniquely personal is it's going to depend on your risk tolerance and time horizon. So those are two things we always keep in mind when it comes to investing. How much risk am I willing to take, right? And then the other one is, how long do I have to work with this? Now, once you get to retirement, the numbers are going to change a little bit. You're now at retirement, so it's less about the time, I suppose, depending on how you're going to calculate it. Let me explain. It's one thing to say, I want to retire today, and I know when I'm going to die. And therefore, all I have to do is figure out, oh, how much do I spend each month until I run out of money? And then you have to be insured and croak. Now, that's kind of a lousy way to plan because not many of us really want to predict our date of death. So instead, let's think about it as, I have no idea how long it could be a really long time. So we'll plan for an indefinite period of time. In this case, what are we really talking about? We're talking about living off of the interest of our nest egg. How do we calculate that? Well, there's some debate in the financial industry, and so I'm not going to tell you that this is the right answer. What I'm going to tell you is the debate around a safe withdrawal rate is going to continue forever. The lower the number you use, the better. But historically, many financial professionals have said about 4% is a safe withdrawal rate. Now, we've gone through the last 10 years or so with historically low interest rates. Earning 4% is actually somewhat challenging in a fixed income environment. So you can adapt what I'm about to show you by using a lower number if you want to. But let's just, for our example, stick with 4%. How's this going to work? Well, the way that you calculate the need for your nest egg is to simply say, well, how much money do I want to target? Let's say that for retirement, I want to have $50,000 per year. Well, all I would do using my safe withdrawal rate is say I need to divide this number by the rate of return, 4% or 0.04. If I plug that into the calculator, what it's going to tell me is I need $1.25 million in order to have that nest egg achieved. Now, I will also tell you one thing. A financial planner is going to look at your time horizon, and they're going to factor into it things like inflation and how this number will change over time. It's something we call the time value of money. So we're not covering that right now. This is just a very simple way to view this. So you have to be using future dollars. I want this in retirement. Well, maybe today, $35,000 of today's dollars is $50,000 of tomorrow's dollars. So keep that in mind as you're doing your calculation. Well, so I want $50,000 a year. 1.25 million is what I'm looking for. We'll put two M's there, right? How else? I'm going to show you another trick that's kind of handy. This one you don't have to do any division. Some people are like, oh, dividing by decimal points and all that. So how much is this? Well, it turns out this is roughly $4,167 per month. If you were to take that figure, and you could say, I don't know how much I want per year, but I need this much per month to make my budget work. Great. Take that number, multiply it by 300, and that is the same as right there. So 4% divided into your annual or 300 times your monthly, both will get you to that 4% safe withdrawal rate. So little financial shortcut for you if you'd like to do some calculations on your own. As always, I would encourage you, if you want to try to get a little bit more accurate or, well, you want to get a number that's a little bit more grounded in the context of how numbers are moving, time value of money and so forth, either understand how to do those calculations on your own, or by all means work with a competent professional that can help you with that. So if you don't have somebody like that in your life, you're welcome to contact our firm. You can reach us online, info@littlejohnfs.com. Our phone number, 541-375-0898. We're also on social media and other avenues. So feel free to get in touch with us, and we're happy to get you dialed in there. So anyway, that has been the question of the week. This has been David Littlejohn. Thanks for joining us.